Oh, it's absolutely incredible having Cary Hogan from Knapp Harvest join us on the couch, and we've been chatting about all things Knapp Harvest since the moment she sat down, and that's why at the beginning I was a little bit distracted because she said heirloom tomatoes and my mouth started watering. Good morning,
Good
Cary.
morning. Yeah, I can't quit talking about the heirloom tomatoes. They're just beautiful. All the different colors, the shapes, the tastes. Unbelievable. I have a tomato a day until they run out, which I hope is not for a while. But yeah, we have all sorts of fun veggies and things coming in the door every day because we buy seasonally up and down the valley, Palisades on down to get the freshest and most organic, wonderful, vibrant things for you. And we also are growing at our own farm up at the ranch at 9,000 feet. We have our own mushrooms, which are beautiful. The blue oysters, oh, the lion's mane, which tastes like crab, is rich, really good for you, by the way. I'm sure you all are reading about how very good mushrooms are for you, for the brain, for all sorts of things, anxieties, depression. So add that to your diet. It's just a wonderful thing. And we also grow our microgreens up there. So we have those those are really good for you. And the microgreens, because they're harvested in 10 days. So all of that vegetables, all the minerals and really good things for you are much more concentrated because they just are babies. So you're getting all of that concentration of vitamins and minerals right there.
And not only that, but it's good for the bees.
It's good for the bees. Oh my goodness! And speaking of the bees are just doing great. We manage 29 hives up and down the valley,
Wow.
and they are very active this year. We don't have a drought problem, which means the flowers are out, the wildflowers are out, so they're very busy and very big. They're growing big quickly, so that's awesome. Means lots of honey. So if you want to come down to Knapp Harvest, Knapp's Nectar, which is our honey business, we have what's called hyper-local honeys. So we have the Eagle Valley wildflower honey that's all up and down our valley, but then we got very specific. So we have different hives like in Lake Creek, in Colorado Creek, which was called Squaw Creek, Eagle and Gypsum, EB Creek. We bottled them separately. So if you're from Lake Creek and you have allergies, come get our Lake Creek honey. It tastes so much different than our Down Valley honey, which is Eagle and Gypsum, where they feed on a lot of rabbit brush, real thick and very dark in color and really good for you. So, always 100% honey. Honey's the #2 adulterated product in the nation, in the world. So a lot of times you'll find a high concentration of rice syrup or corn syrups, or I don't even want to say some of the other nasty things they found. But you really can always trust at Knapp Harvest that you're getting 100% honey. So.
Well, and like you said, if you're struggling with allergies, this is the best remedy.
It really is.
Especially one that you're not just like loading your body up with all of that medicine all the time.
You're right.
I broke out in hives the other day because my allergies were so bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And my mom was like, just like crank down some Benadryl. And I was like, Mom, it's 10 in the morning. I'll go to sleep right now.
Right,
like, I can't do that. I can't, it's not feasible all the time. And the honey is such a good alternative.
You're right. And the more you do that, the more it builds it up and the more your immune system's built up. And not just for allergies, but for everything else. It's really good for your immune system. It has all the enzymes and minerals and that you need for your body. So it's a great spoonful of medicine.
It is.
For sure, yeah. Besides being delicious.
A spoonful of honey.
Spoonful of honey.
Keeps the doctor away.
Keeps the doctor away. And also a spoonful of honey perhaps in your barbecue sauce. So we've got, it's barbecue season.
Oh, it is.
And we have all sorts of rubs and herbs and oils and barbecue sauces, and one of the secret ingredients is to put a little bit of honey. You can either rub it directly on your meat, put it in, put the honey on, then you rub. It's really, when you get that sweet savory, it's really good.
I'm more of a sweet, spicy kind of
girl.
There
you
so
go.
Like the honey with the sriracha.
Yep.
That's my go-to
There you go.
right there.
So access your inner chef. Come down to Knapp Harvest. We have all sorts of things like that. Just beautiful oils and fresh herbs from Osage Gardens.
I can't
It's just
cook.
amazing.
I
Oh,
can't
well,
cook, but
hopefully others around can for
you
you.
know what I can do? I can come down and get the really yummy frozen pre-made meals that I just
Oh,
pop
there
in my
you go.
oven.
There you go. I have to depend on those quite a bit myself. I'm a little busy. So yeah, Second Nature Gourmet is we are so thrilled to have that company under our umbrella. We love having them at Knapp Harvest because you can get fresh salads, soups. Right now we've got Taco Tuesdays coming in. You can get these taco kits, either pork, chicken or veggie, and it feeds 4 to 6 people depending on your appetite. So lots and lots, and you don't have to cheat. You know it's organic. You know it was prepared well, probably better than I would ever cook.
Right, me too.
And that lasts me a couple nights. So it's a great. She'll use our fresh mushrooms in there too, so you can look for Knapp's. We have so many businesses. Knapp's mushrooms in those dinners as well. So those are great.
And we're kind of showing some of the footage from around the store right now, and you can
Awesome.
see all of the delicious things, whether it's the mushrooms that we talked about, to the honey, to just you guys have the best food there.
Well, we have a lot of alternative food, as far as if you're gluten intolerant, if you're paleo, whatever your food affliction, and I'm so sorry you have those, but if you do, we have you covered. So many good alternatives in the chip department, pastas, everything. So you don't have to cheat to feed yourself. You can still feed yourself delicious stuff without the wheat and all that too.
Which I don't eat any meat, and that's one of my favorite things. Is I only eat poultry and fish, and so I don't eat any red meat or pork products. And you guys always have those delicious veggie options that are filling. They're high in protein. They're like what you need in a day to make sure your body is
That's
optimal.
a really good point. And also, don't forget mushrooms are such a rich, meaty meat substitute. And again, as we were talking about the lion's mane being more like crab. But if you don't eat meat at all, they're really good in all of that protein and things like that. And then also, don't forget Knapp Garden Center, right across the highway, right behind City Market on Rule Road. We just unloaded a whole lot more perennials and annuals yesterday. My eyes were popping. My pocketbook was out again. It's a great time a year to plant a perennial garden. Perennials are the flowers that come back year after year after year for you to enjoy. And they also are great pollinator attractors for bees and butterflies. So we really encourage you to get out there and get creative in your yard. Pick a little corner. We have all the great soil amendments you need to enrich the soil to have a successful garden. We really believe in the compost tea from our local company called Ground Up. It turns dusty dirt into nice, rich soil. I'm having them come out next week and spray my entire acre because that way it'll catch even my native grasses and the wildflowers. It really takes dirt, which is just inert, and next time you pick it up after using compost tea, it's full of life. And that's what you want to see for a healthy everything. It helps draw down carbon, which is what we need very, very desperately in this world right now. So the more you plant greens, trees, bushes, you're really helping the environment. You really are, as long as you don't use that nasty Roundup.
I do that.
Do not.
I knew that was
I can't
coming.
not say that. I mean, the dandelions, to poison dandelions, couple things. First of all, it's the first food for the bees, so you're poisoning the bees. They're paying out millions of dollars in lawsuits because it causes cancer. So really, would you rather have a dandelion or carcinogenic in your yard? I don't know. Seems pretty self-evident to me.
Cary, we are all out of time. Thank you so much
You're
for
so
coming in
welcome.
and taking the time out of your morning to chat with us.
Absolutely.
Make sure that you make your way down to Eagle to enjoy not only what Knapp Harvest has to offer, but go to their website to see what they're doing up at the ranch because they've got great events taking place. And then make sure you go to the garden center. That way you can bring your garden to life. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a little Good Morning Vail left.